I'm just here gonna draw another cute puppy. I'm in Procreate right now, so feel free to follow along. Um, and we'll get started. So this dog, obviously adorable. Um, Unfortunately, I don't actually know if it's a she or he, but they passed away last week. So just working through a memorial gift and just trying to highlight like the attitude, the personality, obviously, and really make something great for their owners. So that's what I'm doing today. Let's see, do I need a little light here? It might reflect back, but I think it looks a little bit better. Yeah, and I won't, it's not shining on the iPad. So I've got the reference photo right here. So I'm using Procreate on my iPad, and you can see that it's adorable. This picture itself like has a filter over it. It's kind of dark. It's really hard to see this eye. So I did get my graphic designer husband to like kind of lighten it for me just in Photoshop so I can really see just the contrast, the lighting, like what I need to highlight, what I don't. It just gives you a better look at like even what this eye looks like. So obviously like not the greatest picture. I'm going to be going back and forth between the two because if I just drew it off of this one, this whole side, this whole right side would just be completely dark and it would just be so hard to get any depth. It would look really flat. It would just be pretty disappointing. So I don't want any of that to happen. I don't want like one side to just be really sad, the other side have just a lot more life to it. So that's what I'm going to be working on today is trying to bring this right side out a little bit more. You see that I've got like a pretty good sense of just this dog in general. I think on the right side for me, he's a very serious pup in here. So sometimes you can add a little bit of a smile, you can add a bit of a light in their eye just to give them a little oomph. But sometimes people just really like looking just like their doggy. So something like this, you don't want to like change it too much. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I've got, let's see, my color palette that I used. I just inserted this photo and you can make your own color palette off of that. So it's up here at the top. We're going to be working off this. The pink is from my toddler and what they were doing earlier. So that's the palette that I'm using. And then the brush that I'm going to be using, it's one that I downloaded. Can't remember where I found it. It was so long ago, but it's called Sargent's Oils, and it was totally free. And you can download lots of Procreate brushes. There's some that cost money. There's some that are free. There's so many artists out there that really understand like what a real brush and texture can look like. That can utilize Procreate to kind of change up any sort of brush and make their own. You can even go in here and like change the properties too. Like, so I'm going to slide this off. You could see there's so much that you can get in the mix of, and it's like a little overwhelming. I am definitely not a brush connoisseur or like expert in any way, so I like to find people who are and then use their brushes. So I'm using the Filbert brush. Let's see what the stroke looks like. Oh yeah, still in pink. Let's change that. Let's see, what do I want to start with? It's been a day since I've looked at this and decided what I really want to do. So cool thing about the iPad is that you can just drag photo over. So if I was just gonna take this off, or like exit out of this. How do I even do that? Yeah, like bye. Well, it's still here. Like if I were just to like exit out a photo and not have this open like at all. Wow, showing you how I know how to use my iPad. Get rid of photo. So you're in Procreate and you're like, how do I do that? You just kind of swipe up, the menu pops up and you just put it on top. I can see all of my photos. No. Okay, so gonna look at this and figure out where do I need to start. And I think I need to start. Oh, what happened to his eyeball? Oh my goodness. Did I take that layer off? Did I delete that layer? Okay, that was great. Oh, I cleared that layer. Jeez. Glad I noticed that and didn't have to redo that eye. That would have been kind of annoying. Not devastating, just annoying. Just to have to redo it and have an eye. Have to do 3 eyes instead of 2 eyes. So since we're talking about the eye, let's do the eye. I think right now the eye that I have, I've got the darkness. I need some more dark around it. So if you were on here last week, I was using like a watercolor brush, and I think you do like light to dark. And when you're doing other type of paint, it's usually dark to light. So you want to have your base down. So let's get something dark down here. Let's see what size this brush is. It's a little, do the corners, maybe zoom in. I don't know how much more I can zoom in on this one without it getting super pixelated. So I'll be doing that. Now you get to hear me talk to myself like a whole bunch. I think that's why I stream. Because I'm going to talk to myself anyways, and might as well maybe see if other people want to talk too. I'll give some lightness here. I think I already have that in the patch. I need to definitely make this brush smaller, drag down the size, get some lightness. It's definitely harder to do this with kind of the photo quality that we have, but it's fine. My friend wanted it to be a surprise, which is always awesome. So you don't want to bother the owners too much for getting good pictures with their dog. So, jump to that dark. There's some in the little poke of the eye. So the good thing about the blurriness a little bit though is it like totally takes away the fact that it is an eye. So you can kind of just focus on the shapes that you see. Let me turn my light off or down a little bit. Do I want a different brightness? No. I don't want too much glare. Oh no, I don't like that. There we go. I think that's a little bit better for me. I don't like the glare. Actually, I want to turn this off, see what that looks like on here. Is it bad? Can you see? Okay. Just having less light on this, it's just that I don't have the glare back coming from the ring light to my eyes. It was kind of blinding me, so I didn't want that to happen. Sometimes I get a little too crazy if I want to be too exact with the brush stroke, so sometimes I just need to lighten up a little bit. I think I can make that even darker. I think I can go to this black and be okay with it. Yeah. It's coming together, sort of. I'm going to go back to the other photo, see what I can get out of that too. Yeah, squint a little bit, see where the darkness is. It's so dark on that side, so I definitely need to make sure that I bring that shadow in, because the light's over here on that dog. So around the eye especially, I could even... He's really cute. I mean, I just literally make a big ol' eye brush. Let me make some of... He ends up looking really chocolatey, like, which is kind of fun. He's not totally chocolate, but so I need to make sure I don't make a chocolate lab instead of a very, very black chihuahua. But you can't just use black, because if you just use black, it's gonna look really flat and just kind of like a weird blob. So you gotta have like depth to it. It's super important. If you can't figure out how to give it depth, then you're gonna have a hard time. Painting's just gonna look like one side's gonna be great and the other side's gonna be like, oof, like you tried. You tried. And I've definitely had that challenge before. This is definitely not something new. Because some people just don't have the best photos of things they want portrayed. So you kind of got to be able to just like work around it and create that for them. So giving this guy like full on dark treatment. And I can add some more light. His whole face needs it now, so I don't want to like brush over everything I've already done, but it's kind of like there's still that paint behind it, so it's not taking away the whole thing. It's already like the under painting is kind of there, but we definitely I need to work on not just infiltrating the whole thing with darkness. But I definitely need to like get it down a layer because I think it was too bright to begin with. Too light, not bright. Too light. So darkness in eyes. Oops. Shit. Darkness in eyes. Messing with my computer at the same time. That's fun, right? Whoa. All right, back in here. Sorry, just like getting distracted by all of the things that are open on my computer, and I definitely don't want to do that. But I think I just have too many things open. Just wanted to make sure that YouTube stream looked okay too. Oh, I'm on erase. Sometimes my Apple Pencil has settings that I have yet to actually change. So like if I tap in a weird spot, then it actually goes to the eraser tool. So then I can erase some things I don't want to erase. I'm actually going to do these marks maybe behind the black or maybe over. I could do another layer and I could combine them later. But I'm like, I just want to get some darkness and the roundness of the eye shape if I can. Dark, 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 dark. Okay. Back to the top layer. Needs to be a bigger swipe of this. Maybe I'll just do a different dark, I don't want to do all black. There's some deep, deep, deep dark brown. See what that looks like. Ooh. There's some light strokes happening over here. I don't know. Is that too dark? What do I think of that? Maybe. Being really indecisive. I'll just do it in a layer and see what I think. Using a different palette, sometimes that can get a little dicey because I haven't outlined the colors might not completely match, but I definitely need to make him more black of a dog and not all over brown. So this might help me. I like to do big fat strokes. I think they're really fun to like add that texture. There's grains, obviously, with dog hair. So I like to have a little splotch, like just things that look like fur, little edges. Whoa, that's weird. I don't think I like it. It's too dark. But he's black out. So I gotta make him. I mean, definitely getting somewhere. He's a black dog. Black doggies are so cute. The upper part of his ear lighter. This side of the face definitely needs to have like that shadow to it. So I made his face really long. I wonder, like his nose should actually be down here. And then his mouth. Yeah, okay. Maybe need to shorten his snout a little bit. And then I mean that is some deep dark brown. Dark brown. Let's bring it back. Yeah, see my palette is like nowhere near that dark and I'm like, what do I do? Lighten that bad boy up is what I need to do. Like a little. Okay, so that was like the deep dark black of it all. Let's make it so you can see this better. I'll go light. Because it's like over here. This little. Then even more light on top of that light. Maybe like a. Or else does the light fall on his ear? Not many places. He's. Another thing that's fun is I got lots of like. like very like warm. Yeah, some warm browns. But then I have that cool black, so it's like, oh, like. Warm up around his eye. Whoops. I still feel like his eye needs to be warmer. I don't want to do like that. I like it when it ends up being more geometric of a brush stroke. But not like pointy, just not too curvy either. And then I can come and lighten up that really, really deep, dark brown. And he's got some really cool like lightness happening on this side. It kind of goes down to his eye. And I just kind of randomly pick some colors. I don't want it to look like a splotch though. Because it kind of doesn't follow that. It's got like a little, lifts up a little bit. And I can, when I decide, Just give him like a little whisker to have so it can kind of help me note the spot that I'm at. I think that needs to be even thinner. This little eyebrow. Okay, go back to here. Circle up the eye. I think I did a little bit of a thicker thing on the other side. I think it gets a lot darker in the corner of the eye. Maybe even move this dark black into it. And his whole eye just gets real dark. The top. If I can see that right, and then go back to this one. So if you squint and make this a little fuzzy, then you can like see where the your paint blobs should go. It's curvy. And curvy underneath, curvy up top. Did I make his eye just too long? They're really weird shaped. They're very almond-y. Raindrop, like the circles around his eyes are very raindroppy. I think that eye is like too long. I think I need to like bring it back in. So what you can do is use the lasso tool if you're on the right layer. Oh shit. Lasso tool. Can pull your bad boy back in. You're like, that was too far away from the eye. And I want to be here. So then you take the interesting decisions. I can just paint over it if I end up not liking that. Let's go back. It's even might be shorter. This is where like the perfectionist in me is maybe just like chill the fuck out, but it's also like part of the whole process. It's like you just have to be okay with like making some major mistakes, and it's not that it's a mistake, it's just you're just like, that's not right. Like his eye isn't like that. So there's still a lot of blurriness in his eye, whereas the other eye I've gotten to like a really nice kind of thing. I think I just need some medium, like middle ground colors to like just get this eye looking like, okay, give me some brownness. And I see that the dark, I still have that like kind of wrong. Not wrong, just not as photorealistic as I wanted. To make a good eye shape. Constantly a challenge. Because the eye is never really a fucking eye. It's just a blob. Just a blob, y'all. Maybe I just need to do this. Give it some of that. And I'm at the point too where it's like I've been working on this dog for like a while, and it's like ugly. It's not as super ugly phase, but it's definitely like not in its beautiful like, oh, you figured it out. Like this is really what the dog looks like. Oh my gosh, the resemblance is uncanny. Not there yet. It's just like it can get real ugly, and you kind of have to be okay with it being really ugly for a while And then somehow you like zoom back out and you're just like, oh shit, that's nice. That looks like a dog. It's got 2 eyes. Right now it kind of has like a owly feather texture happening around the eye rather than like that smooth line that I have in the other side. So if I can, I'm gonna try to bring that out. It's obviously a darker shape. It's not symmetrical, even though you think you want it to be to the other side. And you kind of gotta be okay with that. And then it's gonna be a darker. And then there's like some red in there too. Like that's where that pink comes in. And I'm like, okay, get that pink in there. Get that pink in there. That's too much. And then maybe some real lightness on this side. Is that better? Is that better? Damn this eye. Damn this eye. I love this dog though. He's so sweet. Or they are so sweet. It's too much. Okay. Maybe. It's still really hard to tell. But I think it's getting better. And I'm going to keep working on it. I'm just going to move to a different section. I'm going to move to a different layer and just have it all kind of go away from your mind and be like, I did this. And it's done for now. And then I want to color in this light. Be like, where's the light? Show me the light. I can see it so much better on this version. Yes, it's giving everything that it needs. I'm gonna have to make a blob of that nose. Noses are so hard. Oh, okay. No, fucking noses. I'm like, where's the blur? Where's the blur? I think I want more pink. There's lots of nice pinks in here, so I would definitely want the nose to represent that, please. I want the nose to have nice and stand out. It's like you just gotta forget it's a fucking nose. Because if you don't forget, like you're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate the whole thing. We used to go to this art class. It was so fun. It was like after work and everyone would just bring beer. This is pre-COVID. And wine and just talk and socialize and, we just shoot the shit and then we'd do art at the same time and it was always so fun and I loved it. But then I moved I moved a little further away and then COVID happened. It was just such a bummer to not be able to like do that. I did that for years and it was so much fun. So I just hope that crew is okay, that they're all good. I learned so much from them. I just had like such a good time making beautiful, beautiful art. I love that there's blue in this palette. It's like makes me happy. This is my blue layer. Again, avoiding the nose at all costs. Always. This always happens to me. Just like make a little nose or make part of it and then be like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. Okay, bring in that. And I'm like, no, I have to make this nose. A dog can't not have a nose. Okay. It's like a little snout. Looks like a little mouth. Okay, see it? Do I see it? Let's just get close and make it not a nose and say, you're not a nose anymore. You're not a nose. You don't scare me. I can do this. I can make you into something. Next dark color. Want to go here. Wish I brought some cookies in here, but then also like you guys don't want to hear me eating cookies, so. Because that wouldn't be any fun. Because then you wouldn't have cookies, and then you'd have to listen to me eating cookies, which feels real mean. Because I can't share them with you. Okay, stay to the nose, Allison. I kind of wanted to like go up over the eye and like add that. I'm going to do it anyways. Because I just feel like this whole section needs to be that. I'm going to make it bigger. This whole section right here needs to be that shade. What else? Under this ear a little bit? Yeah, give me that. Yeah. Oops, too much. Up here. Yeah. Anything else? Maybe down here a little bit. A little nice brush out. I like this textured brush a lot. I think it's really pretty. You're a pretty brush. There's a lot of good things happening with it. Kudos to the person that designed it. It makes me very, very happy. Okay, that's that stroke. That you need like darker in there. Coming into the face, underneath. I think that he is. I sometimes make dogs a little too wide in the snout, so I always have to kind of be careful about that. Because that can kind of fuck everything up. We're not like super bad, just like, just he's not the right. He's just a little too thick in the mouth. So maybe a streak here for that lovely. Some streaks up here if I haven't got that side already. I still think he needs some lightness in his eye. And then look at me going back to the eye on not the eye layer. But give me some of that. Make it light and make it bright. Maybe I'll add some white in that later too. Maybe I'll just do that right now. White. Little twinkle. Little twinkly. Yeah. Like a little light, nice white. Give some over here. No, is it? Yeah. I can do that. Oh, white. Love some good white on some black and browns. And I definitely think there needs to be some accentuating here. Wait, I'm on the eye level. Give me the white level again. See, I haven't even finished. Allison, you're getting way too far ahead of yourself. Chill. Okay, this little tough thing goes over. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. Just talk to the doggies all day. Just talk to the dogs. Okay, chill. No, I can't stop. I can't. Oh. I have so much fun highlighting stuff. Okay, I need to do my D's because highlighting will be even more exciting and just more satisfying if you, what's the right word? If you do the darks the right way. If you do what you're supposed to do. What did I say to do? Which is darks and then lights. Oh, get me back to my nose layer though. don't forget your layers. Nose layer. This one? Wow, that shit's all over the place. Of course, I got carried away. I need to hand it to the people who are like so good about their layers. I still have a lot of discipline to learn when it comes to that. I can't decide. I'm like, do I do colors in one layer? Do I do just this section, like the nose gets its own layer? Like, it's just so hard to freaking decide, guys. There's like a little rim around this one that's light. Another little rim. It's got to go down here because it comes up, see? I don't know if it's this color that comes up. Comes up too much. Now I have to make sure this goes under the white highlights because that would just refute everything that I'd have to redo everything I just did. Oh, but that's under. What's up? Yeah, see, that's what I get for doing the nose in all these different ways. These different layers. Okay, there's like a big old C. It kind of looks like a C. I'm going to call it the C part of the nose. And it's like broken up a little bit. And there's one side over here, yeah. I'll just have to come back with that lightness. Okay, so does this look like a C enough? And then it goes into there. Now, it's kind of the same light, but it's not, it's darker. Maybe it's the next level brown. Could do that stroke bigger. It's back here over the blue. Coming in the eye a little bit. See, I just get carried away with one color. I'm like, ooh, yes, please. And it's like, what are you doing? Not yet, not yet. You went too fast. But then it's so fun. Highlighting. Woo. Gotta work on this ear. Oh. I want to make that swoop. I can come back and make that swoop. Okay, don't get distracted. Now we're going to go do a lighter color. I mean, no, it's for the nose. So do I bring more blue into the nose? Like a dark. Let's see, it could be a little lighter around here. Art is fun because it's just experimenting, and digital art is really fun because you can erase stuff, and you don't have to spend oodles and noodles on really expensive brushes and really expensive paints and canvases. I mean, it just digital art, once you buy that, first big iPad purchase, that is definitely costly. But you can get to a place where you're just like, shit, look at me. But obviously, yeah, iPad's major big purchase, not ignoring that fact. It's just part of where you put the investment. Obviously, it's really good to learn how to paint with real paint. And that's why I loved going to my art class. Just every Wednesdays. So fun. And I loved going there, and they all had all the art supplies. So I didn't really have to worry too much about the cost, just paying for the art class. And again, it was expensive in itself. So it kind of comes out this way. I don't know. I'm getting wiggles. Now I'm making wiggles. So, I mean, the price can add up just in any old way, obviously. But, I mean, it was really nice to have like a community, held me accountable to practicing my art, at least on a weekly basis. yeah, it was just really nice to have that camaraderie. And then I think that once I decided that I wanted to, actually do this more often and do it for some money and just like, do it for strangers, investing in that iPad, was really helpful for me. So it does obviously take some planning to be able to budget out something as big as an iPad purchase and an Apple Pencil purchase. I mean, you go there and you're just like, oh, I didn't think I'd be spending this much, even though I've been like hyping it for a while and I know I really want this. I know it's going to really help me get to where I want to go, but it's tough to still do. Now I'm doing darkness where there's supposed to be lightness, so and like he's kind of like really got a lot of range, I think, with this color palette, which is cool. It's just like now I'm a little confused on the blue placement, I think. And again, I start working on the nose and I just like abandoned it immediately. Just like, oh, I hate noses. And it's funny too, I feel like I save the nose for last and then it's like the dog just looks funny. Just like a noseless dog. Yeah, now I'm just having free for all. Just screw the nose. I don't want you, nose. Not right now, anyways. Maybe I'll start on the gray there. What do you guys think? I think it's alright. I think he's too dark over here, so I need to lighten him up. But he's a black dog, Allison. He's a black dog. Darken that, lighten it. I swear. Maybe that's okay. I can go back over that and then get pull that lightness, that nice light out. That was too heavy, too much pressure. This pencil is cool. Like the pressure thing, it's pretty like sensitive. Like you can really, depending on what brush you're using. This one, it's not like too obvious, but you could use like an airbrush or something, and it's like the harder you press, you're just like, what? That got so dark. But this one, I think it's because it's an oil. It's just not as like profound in the pressure. And I like oils because they're just so much. I think they're bright and bold, and I love that part of them. I don't know. It's just they make such pretty colors. I just like can't get over it sometimes. I'm just like, you're just so gorgeous. Like you as a color, you are so gorgeous. And it's so awesome to see like what you can make. And this is a pretty I mean, this shadow is like definitely needs to be a bigger, thicker stroke. Because this is like a weird curvy blob too. And then there's a lighter brown that goes through the base of the base of the under ear. That makes no sense. The under ear. However, I decide I want to describe the under ear. And then there's a really nice light streak over here, and then it gets dark again. So I could like go backwards. Oh, that's no. That's probably the lightest, and then maybe some of this. Yeah, okay, that's a little darker. So, I think I want it. Sometimes I'll do a painting in just one layer, and then I'm like, if I'm like, I messed up somewhere, and it's like, oh, just do this layer. You're like, you have that in a layer, right? And it's like, no, I do. No, I fucking don't. Just all one painting canvas, just like in real life. apply that dark streak there, and then I need some same darkness over here. Yeah, see this? These waves are getting to me. The way the light catches on this side is so interesting. It might just need to be a totally different color. And I think I need to go lighter as it gets to the edge over here. Okay, and then I think it needs to be like maybe this. Maybe a bigger blob, bigger streak. Nope. Bigger, thicker. Oops, come back out, dog. Ugh, see, having this thing right behind it is so annoying. Use your pencil. So that's... So when ears give you a hard time, what do? You say, stop it, ear. Stop giving me a hard time. Be an ear. I think if I come back with more lights. Nope. Light, bright, blue. I think I want that line back, that little skinny. Use your pencil, Allison. Ooh. There's a line down here. See, this ear looks like patchwork, and then the other ear is like really beautiful. So it's kind of like, I love the way that this ear looks, and then this one just looks like poo. Poo poo. I think I made it too dark. I don't think it needs to have that darkness. I think I need to do this bigger and these. And I don't think it gets as light as I thought it did. Like there's a gradient. Yeah, there's a gradient happening. I get my eyedropper, so I don't. And the blue makes it even patchier, and I make it light down here, but it comes back and bleeds. Like that's the thing, it's like the blue gray. Maybe I don't want that on my ear to make it look like the other ear. That's the same gray. Darker. And the other one has a lot thicker of brush stroke. So I think I need to do that. Come on down. And then I think I need to get rid of the blue a little and give me some, I don't know if it's that light. And then I come back with this blue and make it thinner because I have some thin lines over yonder in the other ear. See, there's so much more depth that I'm missing. So let's try with something really dark here. Like just dark. And then I think I want it to kind of be connected here. Is that better? Better, maybe? Different? It's like a thickness, and there's that C that builds up. And there's I need a weird darkness. Weird darkness. I don't know why I called it that. It's not necessarily a weird darkness. It's just a little darker up at the top here. And it goes into here. And then it gets lighter. Where I have these blues. I like the blues. I think I want them to stay. It needs to be like rounded because it's top of his head and the light is like coming up like that. And then maybe this one on top of it. No. I want to make it kind of squiggly or like fluffy. That's a little fluff. And it's like a line that goes down to his eye. You see it. And there's like a crescent coming off the hill. I think there's more buildup on the ear too that I kind of like didn't necessarily get. And I want that. I want that buildup. I want to make his ear. Whoa. And then I need that light patch, man. That fucking light patch. I need it to be curvier. And now it's like too, like, it needs to come out more. It needs to be this, like, beautiful little, like, weird snake. With just a little tail of the snake. That's too thick. That's... Now I need to put the lightness back on it. Light. Oops. Major down. And then even lighter. Nope. It's funny. It's funny how this stuff works, huh? And you don't want it to just like blend into each other. And that's what I seem like I'm doing. So I need to... Wow, that was weird. I need to give it more... I need to separate it a little bit so the dark kind of pops back out, I think. And like down here it could be light. And up top could be light. Some... Interesting puppy. Just went all kinds of rogue. Let's go back up to our palette. Let's go up to the blue. Back to the nose. My beloved nose. Nope, not blue. Light over here. I need a thicker brush for this bad boy. That weird C. Nope, too thick. You're a weird looking C, man. C is for cookie. It's not good enough for me. Nope. Under. Okay, it's kind of coming together. I'm thinking, let's make him bigger. You guys can really see. I guess I'm a little tedious, but I feel like his nose is doing a lot better than it was. I don't know. You guys like it? That's all I'm going to do for tonight. I'm going to keep working on him though. Next on Friday I'm doing needle felting, so I'll probably be doing a different dog next week, but I'll make sure to post kind of his process, or his progress, and show you guys the completed picture the next time I paint, so you can see everything kind of coming together. And then I'll just post on Blue Sky, too. So they'll be, and on my Patreon too, so you can see there. So hope you guys have a great evening. Bye.